Our backpacking trip with Finger Lake as the ultimate destination started at the long-term parking lot near Glacier Lodge. With our young children, we planned very easy days, as you will see in the route descriptions. In our hike in, we climbed up to a ledge that we call the balcony, which has one of the best views of Middle Palisade, Norman Clyde Peak, Disappointment Peak, and many other peaks. The hike was 5.6 kilometers or 3.5 miles long and an elevation gain of 630 meters or 2,100 feet. The official site to cross the Big Pine South Fork Creek can be tricky early in the year, but we found out on later trips that the crossing is much easier a few hundred feet upstream of the creek. Another memorable event was the explosion of our bear spray, which created quite excitement and showed that the bear spray also worked with humans, as we all ran away as fast as we could. On our second day, we hiked the short distance to Brainerd Lake, which was a lot easier because we were better acclimatized. The trail is easy and there were wonderful campsites near the lake. The distance was 2.6 kilometers or less than 2 miles with an elevation gain of only 240 meters or 800 feet. We also had our little dog Bella with us, and she did very well on this trip. On day 3, we did an out and back day hike from Brainerd Lake to Finger Lake. There is only a faint trail, if at all, but the route finding is pretty obvious if you know the overall direction of Finger Lake. The hike was only 1 kilometer or less than a mile, with an elevation gain and loss of 160 meters or 500 feet. Finger Lake is gorgeous and also provides great views of the Palisades because you come much closer to the mountains here. In the afternoon, we went swimming in the cold Brainerd Lake. On our fourth day, we hiked back from Brainerd Lake to a campsite after the crossing of the South Fork Creek. The main reason not to hike out was that we wanted to get an early start the following day on our long drive home. The hike was 4.6 kilometers, or less than 3 miles, with an elevation loss of 580 meters or 1900 feet. On our fifth and last day, we hiked out to our car. The route shown is a little bit longer but more scenic compared to the road on which you have to hike if you want to go out faster. The longer hike out was 4.5 kilometers or 3 miles, with mostly a descent of 400 meters or 1300 feet. All of this can, of course, be done on a long day hike, but this can be also an easy backpacking trip for beginners and young children if you plan accordingly.